Welcome to the second to last Advanced Wars story video. It sure has been a long time since I started this journey, but there are only 4 missions left, so I have a feeling they're going to be long runners too, so I'm going to get right into it. This mission over in Green Earth has a star on it, so I'm going to play the one without the star first. I'm not sure what the significance of the star is, but let's just get into this. Alright, so we're playing as Kanbei and the enemy is Sonya. I remember this mission from the original version actually. So I'm going to talk a little about how it was back then, because I know this mission has actually gotten a complete overhaul. The original version of the mission was just 3 COs in a sort of triangle shape surrounding Sonya in the middle, and it was a really easy map in my opinion, because one of your COs was Sammy and you could just like victory march her. It was really easy. You didn't even need that in fact, because you're Kanbei, so you can do these sort of soft victory march trick where your infantry on the HQ is invincible because you got Samurai Spirit up and it has 4 defense stars, yada yada yada. But yeah, the mission has been overhauled and I'm not sure how much better it is. I've only played it once for practice, so we're gonna see that as soon as the mission starts. She still thinks Andy... she still thinks Andy noticed her. Is she actually communicating with them? I wasn't paying attention to the dialogue. Well, in any case, Sammy has caught her, apparently. Opened eyes. Alright then. See, this is a good position for the camera to be in when the mission starts. Right at the top, focusing on Sammy, who is completely underpowered. I have no idea why that airport is there. It's not doing anything for Sammy. So it's going to be a Fog of War mission, which is good, because we haven't had one of those in a while. Wow, how did you know that, Sammy? Okay, so it's Drake who knew, apparently. Huh. Oh, he's been keeping tabs on Sonya at Hawk's request. Okay, then. That makes sense now. Well, it's going to be a long uphill battle, I think, to fix Sonya, but we're going to do our best on that front. I mean, there's still the matter of all of the soldiers and resources that were wasted on a pointless war, but yeah, I'm sure we can deal with that. I mean, they have to deal with it every time Black Hole does something, right? I mean, they got off easy compared to Omega Land at the very least. Not that that's happened yet in this timeline. You know, that's almost like what Sonya says at the beginning of the Stern battle in Advanced Wars 1, the final battle. Kinda reminded me of that. Probably because that mission gave me PTSD on hard mode. Oh, this just got interesting. Alright, here we go. So as you can see, it's more or less a race to the pipeline. Gotta break it open and hit Sonya from behind before she wrecks Sammy. So here we go. We've got control of Kanbei and Grit's units, and Sammy can build new units. So, you know, this is kind of another situation where what you do on this part of the map doesn't directly affect what happens with Sammy, but one thing you can do is that there are going to be cities that Black will try to capture, because Sonya is running a Black army now, because she is technically part of Black Hole, allied with Lash, etc., etc. Anyways, if you come across any Black Hole cities, you can capture them, and that will cut off Sonya's funding. That doesn't make too much of a difference. She's still got a lot of money, but it is worth trying to do that. So it's very, very important to keep your APC alive. The APC is probably the most important unit here, because you're going to run low on fuel, going through all of these forests and stuff. Yet again, there are no there's plenty of planes. There's no roads. There's no roads yet again, it's just cities. And we also have Grit. We have a couple of recons, but obviously the most useful units are the artilleries. I'm going to start by capturing a couple things. Oh, yeah, I should have remembered that there was an artillery there, because it caught me on my first playthrough, of course. But you can hit it with 2 of your recons, and that should lower its attack power pretty much to the point where it can't really do a whole lot. So I'm going to keep artillery here. Of course, hiding in the forest is the standard strategy, as always. And, you know, it doesn't really matter who captures these properties. You might want to give Kanbei a property or 2 so he has some repair capabilities. It's not too big a deal. And this should do. I have no idea what to do with Sammy. She just has to hold out until the other 2 can save her. I mean, she's gonna charge up for a victory march, but I really don't know if you can actually pull off that kind of a trick. This map might be a bit lengthy because of all of the units moving around and stuff, and yeah, I've apparently run into an indirect range, so I'll have to seek that out. It's a good thing the enemy units are not spotting what I've gotten forced so far. Okay, we briefly saw an artillery, which means it's in there somewhere. Alright. I'm actually going to leave this tank to Grit's units because I don't want to, like, spend too much time just attacking whatever's around me when I'm not strictly on the clock, but I am kind of on the clock. So I need to move fast. Let's go and I'm going to hit this. Well, the artillery is probably dead on the next turn anyway, so I'll focus on the tank. Get in the APC, and this tank can go here. Now, there's probably a couple of air units out there, so I gotta watch for that too. I'm not even sure why Kanbei has recons, because with so many recons out, thanks to Grit, you're pretty much fine as far as vision goes. And that's probably overextending just a little bit, but I'm fine. Alright, first things first, get rid of this. And now I need to find... There it is! There's the artillery. Very easy to get rid of it. Actually go in here. And this I will blow up. And we have an incoming enemy tank. Oh, look! Artillery! I'll just go ahead and destroy that. The tank is probably going to be distracted by the capping infantry, so I'm alright with that. Now, with Sammy, I can think of nothing else to do, really, than to spam mechs and hope for the best. It's a really lame strategy, so I apologize, but that's all I can think to do with her, because there's enough money for Sonya that she gets some really big units out in the early stages of the fight. Okay, so the capping infantry was not in range of the tank. That's fine. I'm still pushing through with Kanbei more or less, but I gotta be careful because next turn there's gonna be counter break. So I'm probably gonna use the next 2 turns to just move forward as much as possible. Oh. Okay. Okay, now I need to actually... That was very bad. Okay. This might result in me losing a couple of tanks. I think I'm okay, though. See, this is why people don't exactly like Fog of War too much. I think I will be okay. I wasn't planning on getting a perfect tech score anyways. And unfortunately, Grit is way in the back, so he can't really do a whole lot. But taking out a tank or 2 is going to be helpful. And he can start repairing these artillery. They did get damaged. Yeah, that's some good spotting being done right now. So that's helpful. Alright, as for Sammy, there's still no enemy units in sight quite yet. Alright, here comes the counter break. I should really be checking how many enemy units there are at the start of the map, because that would give me an idea of how many units are on the bottom part of the map. Alright, let's hope she doesn't attack too often. At least Kanbei's defenses are very high for this, and she seems to be going after the not-so-good recons anyways. Oh yeah, we've got an anti-air up there. And yeah, Kanbei's defenses are actually a really big help here. So I didn't actually lose any units, but there was a lot of damage going out. So, as I said, no or not very little attacks going to be done on this turn. I can destroy this artillery. I've accidentally hit the infantry, which is not good. Okay. Misclicking aside. And getting ambushed again aside. You can at least attack the artillery, because there's... counter break doesn't do anything for them, at least. I need some vision. If I could get onto that mountain, that would be great. Maybe next turn. Oh, look, an enemy rocket. How nice. Can I get over here? Yeah, I can. I don't think I can destroy the artillery. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm just gonna join. Kanbei has, like, no properties right now, so not much I can really use to repair. There's not a lot of money for repairing stuff on Grit's end either, but he'll manage. At least this artillery is in a good position, and maybe this infantry will distract them. This one can move a little forward. And Sammy is just going to be... I don't even know. Actually, I wouldn't even attack with the mech anyways, so it's fine that it got damaged. I should have money for mechs now, so there we go. I could try and, like, slip into this area and maybe capture a few of her properties. Let's see what she's got. She's got a missile, even though there's not a single enemy air unit, but getting vision on her units is going to be a good thing. Alright, that tank is just gone. Oh, I didn't realize I was in rocket range there. Oh, so the anti-air went for the 1 HP mech. That's really weird. But okay. That's more valuable for me. I'm never gonna understand the AI. With regards to his targeting, at least. Alright, move forward, keep going. What should I do with this? I suppose I should get rid of the medium tank, or at least damage it. Good news is I have a can-based super. There, now that unit is actually gone. So is that one. I could have saved that for grid, actually. Let's do some scouting. I'm gonna do, this is probably like really cheap, but I'm gonna just scout a little bit. So not much out there, but that tank is probably going to want more fuel. Because I used up a lot in order to actually do that trick. Go ahead and hit this. Oh, there's a bunch of units down here. I'll hit the infantry. And Grit's recon can probably hit this artillery. Chip this guy a little. Alright, hit the tank. Hit this unit. And chip again. At least my artillery are almost done repairing. I could snipe attack the medium tank if I wanted to. But probably not worth it. I'm gonna leave those there. They're almost full. So yeah, enemy bomber now. Now we really need to be careful. But I can hit this, so that's good. Fend that unit off. I'm going to get an anti-air for the bomber. And I'm going to hope that it maybe goes after this infantry. I don't think it's in range. No, it isn't. So it's probably going to go after this infantry, so let's pull it back. I know I'm losing my vision, but I kind of need to pull back. Oh, no, actually she's got another counter break, so attacking the bomber with the anti-air would be a really bad idea. If I had the money for missiles, this would be much better, as I could at least shoot at the bomber that way, but that's not happening this time. Oh yeah, and they've also discovered the APC, but it doesn't look like they have anything at all between those infantry units and the pipe. So, I think I'm good. I'm gonna save Samurai Spirit for the time being, which is probably not the best idea. But I want to do the Samurai Spirit capture trick. So what that means is, going to move up, destroy this thing, and I can start chipping away at this pipe. I don't know if there's like an indirect or something, but we're gonna see if that's the case very soon. Need to avoid most other units for the time being. I can still attack the indirects, and there's a unit that I kind of want to do damage to. Can capture that, and I'll start repairing. Now, why would I need to repair the anti-air? Well, I don't really need it right now, so repairing it is fine. Alright, can I finish off the artillery? No. Oh, I can if I do it like that, yeah. Okay, I need some vision up there, so I hope Grit is going to be able to help me in that on that front. And the enemy still has counter break, right? Yeah. So we'll see when the enemy goes. I'm actually going to put the anti-air on the airport for defense purposes. Right, so those two are in repair mode. That's fine. That's an okay position for the bomber. I can hit it on the next turn, etc. And I still don't want to do Samurai Spirit quite yet. Like, there'd be little purpose to it. But as you can see, the medium tank is almost out of fuel. So I did state that I would need the APC, and that's one of the reasons why. Still chipping at the pipe. I think I should be able to break it open on the next turn. I use the recons. They're at solo health. Kanbei recon against a unit on a city. Well, it was already a low health, but 62 on a rocket is pretty impressive. I can capture that to take her money away. Daddy about to revoke Sonia's allowance. Wait, what allowance? Kanbei doesn't have the money for that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure CO powers don't affect their everyday life, but it is funny to think about that maybe being the case. Here in Blue Moon, we let Colin do all the shopping. So yes, I took quite a bit of counterattack damage, but I'm okay with that. I'm not even sure why I keep capturing stuff, but I should really be trying to get some vision on the enemy right now. Normal tank will be fine, I think. Maybe I could have gotten an artillery. But yeah, Sonia's really starting to fight back. She's got a lot of money, enough that she can burn 20,000 on a fighter. Not 20,000, however much it costs here. But still, a fighter when the enemy has no air units and not really any prospect of building an air unit. I mean, Sammy's got that airport, but like, it's not really that useful to her because of her money is so low anyways. Alright, so I was able to chip at the pipe enough. I'm still gonna break open this one too, because I need to really get in there right now. And, yeah, there's no point in chipping with this thing. So I really need some vision in there, which is why I would like some roads so I could get a recon up here. I can really only get it up to this point. Like, I would just drop the infantry in there, but that would be seriously risky. So far this isn't, well, it hasn't really been the most difficult map in the world. Maybe a bit lengthy too, but it's serviceable. I mean, I probably like it better than the old version. Right, so Grit recons are coming. At least I can get some vision that way. Oh yeah, and before I forget to mention it, I am in fact aware now that Kanbei does in fact have a weakness in Fog of War. He has -1 vision on all units. I didn't realize that he had that because, like, in the previous Fog mission with Kanbei, it didn't really matter a huge amount. So I kind of forgot it was even there. I do apologize for the slight misinformation. And I'm still going. I'm going to interrupt this cap. And I really need a recon right now. Maybe I can distract something with a T-copter. One thing's for sure, though, I really don't think Sammy can win this alone, so that's a good thing, in my opinion. As far as the mission design goes. Yes, keep going for all of Sammy's units. There's an indirect in there that took a shot at the anti-air, but there doesn't appear to be anything else. Let's see what we've got. I'll just, I kind of want to dive right into them. Okay, so it was just an artillery. Very, well, that was kind of a misclick, but that's probably okay. I would have wanted to use the full HP medium tank anyways. Probably, maybe it could have busted the pipe seam and gotten in there faster, but no matter. I kind of have to hope that the artillery goes after something other than the infantry, though. Otherwise, this is going to take another turn. And this anti-air, I don't know what it's doing. I'm gonna move it anyways, though. There's really not much for Grit to do. All of the artilleries are just way in the back, so I'm going to get some vision and then just end his turn. He's not really doing anything at all at this point. And I don't want this to take much longer. It's already taken, like, what? Like 30 minutes to get to this point. I told you these endgame maps were very much long runners. Right, so Sammy's fighting back decently, at least. I know the T-copter's in missile range. I don't know why I did that. I guess I forgot it was even there. Because who would build a missile? Right, Sonya's getting counterbreak yet again. Her really tiny power meter is really starting to annoy me. No, it went after the infantry and did like a single point of damage, so that's incredibly annoying. It's going to take another turn to finish this off. And I have a feeling I could have... Yeah, an interceptor while we're at it. Good job, Sonya. Yeah, now's the time for this. I wish this, like, gave him just a little bit extra capture speed. Now, I'm gonna attack from here first. I don't trust that city tile. Okay, it was empty. So Sonya could technically damage the infantry if she manages to get a unit to attack it. Oh, I misclicked and hit the missile. I'm not doing so good today, apparently. I think the sheer length of the map is making me start to lose my focus, but there's nothing any of these units down here can do. It's kind of unfortunate. Once you get up here, there's not really a whole lot you can, there's just not a lot to be done anymore. I mean, I'm just kind of cleaning it up a little bit. It's a cleanup phase. Like, that's a word that I kind of use to describe certain maps. And yeah, she joined on the infantry, so I would have won on the previous turn if the artillery decided to hit anything else, but I guess it saw that it could do the most damage to the infantry. Alright, I know that B-copter is low on health, so let's just get it out of the way. Get that out of the way. Now, there's an open spot for something to attack, but it has to do... whatever attacks would have to do a lot of damage. Sammy's got her victory march. Not that it matters. Oh no, Sonya's capturing my HQ. Whatever shall I do? Even though it's completely surrounded by, like, anti-airs and stuff. So yeah, she was basically beaten by this point anyways. Yep, she got away. Not only that, I think she knew she was losing anyways. So, very easy to make your escape early. Oh, what is she gonna do now? It involves the spaceship that we captured in the previous mission. But we'll wait to see what actually happens.
Mission complete.
Only 3 more missions to go. And hey, a perfect score. That's nice. I guess that makes the half hour I spent playing this worth it. Anyways, I'm gonna take a much-needed break, and hopefully the next mission won't drag on for too long. So I'll be right back for that. You know, it was an okay mission. I'm gonna say that before I take my break. I'll be right back. Alright, now it's time for the Green Earth map. I haven't practiced this one prior to recording, so here goes nothing. Jess versus Lash, it seems. Yeah, that's just what you're doing, Lash. I totally believe you. Yeah, you didn't have the forces to intervene. You had no air or land units. Drakey Jones Locker! Oh, Drakey Jones Locker? Are you kidding me? I forgot all about that. Drakey Jones. Okay, now that this has been completely derailed. So it's Drake and Jess versus Lash. And is Hawk gonna join us? Oh, you're here too. I forgot. Against their better judgment. Thanks, Jess. Now, how did they figure that one out? Yeah, it is pretty much all on Lash. Pretty much. I mean, if she doesn't stop this at this point, then, you know, it's not our fault what happens to her. We're giving her every chance in the world. Enough with the water puns, Drake. Yeah, I think we know what she's doing. A foil forgotten. Okay. Mission names, man. Yep, she's got the black hole factory. Which means we have an actual factory mission in Advance Wars story. Yeah, now it's her making the water puns. Yeah, there's no pipe seam this time around. Yep, the unbreakable lash pipes. I guess those are her invention too. But there's an HQ, so we can just take the HQ from her. You know, she didn't need an HQ to run her factory the last time. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an uphill battle. Yeah, Jess is a better CO than Hawk. I think I'd like to have her this time. Okay, here we go. This is definitely going to be an uphill battle because in addition to the factory, she's got all those bases, a bunch of money, landers to stop her from spamming them, as I have mentioned in the past. That is a lot of places to build units from, and she's still getting stuff out of the factory. Well, I can say that this isn't exactly the same factory as the one from Advance Wars 2. Otherwise, the map design would be even worse. So, I think this mission is basically going to rely on Drake using battleships to clear the area in front of the HQ. I can't really see anybody else, like, actually doing much. You don't start with a whole lot on Colin or Jess. Drake has all of these properties that he can capture fairly safely. So I'm gonna basically be spending a couple turns on that, and then when I have the money for it, out come the battleships, the dreadnoughts, everything. And they can move on these shoals, by the way, so it's actually possible for Drake to block the spawn points of the factory, which is still a tactic you can do. And, of course, 3 destroyers come out on the first turn. So, you gotta be careful about capturing the coastal properties because the sea units can hurt you and interrupt that. Actually, you gotta be careful about a lot of things. I don't think you can realistically capture any of the ports with all those destroyers out there. You can capture this port with Colin, I think, but it's probably not going to be a huge help. So yeah, I'll also get an artillery because I want to be able to hit whatever attacks the infantry first. As for this, I just have to spend time capturing and capturing and capturing some more. Make sure you go for the properties on the right first because you can make capture chains that way. I don't want to get the lander early because the destroyer is actually going to come up here and hit me. Actually, can it hit me from there? No. So no sea units on the first 2 turns. And the factory puts out some infantry anyways. Interesting. So I remember playing this the first time I played through this ROM hack, and I basically just had Drake come over here and use his lander to put down a bunch of medium tanks and stuff. So that was how I managed to do that. I think there's maybe, depending on what the factory puts out, there might be a little bit more room for tanks and other things to try and get in there. But we'll see how that turns out. I don't remember what's in the factory specifically. Can the destroyer make it all the way over there? No. So I'm basically going to try and... Yeah, I'm basically going to try and lure the destroyers into a bit of a trap with Colin. Just make sure that they can attack something, and then they will just waltz right into my range. Right, so I'm starting to get a little bit of money as Drake. Oh, I should have captured. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna build up my forces a little bit. And it's good to get Drake into the combat as soon as possible, because Tsunami is just so good. Okay, yeah. Oh, and the Destroyer just comes after me right away. That's nice. So Lash just got 2 tanks and a medium tank. That's kind of a little unfair. And I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but factory unit AI is completely random. Like, if you've played through a factory mission in Advance Wars 2 multiple times, you've probably noticed that the AI acts a little bit differently each time. That's because the AI for the units that they build is completely random. Not unlike the AI for units that they build out of bases and stuff, it's just, like, even more noticeable. Because they won't start with infantry all the time. Alright, hit one of these guys. Capture. And I gotta be careful. I don't know where these units are capable of going. They shouldn't be able to reach me like this, I think. So I need some regular tanks. At least I'm going up against Lash and not Kanbei. I don't have to worry about stupidly high defenses. Alright, keep capping. And I might be able to get a lander now. I think I'm safe getting a lander now. There are some island properties that I want to get. Oh, sure, a Dreadnought. Why not? Dreadnought? Why not? Yeah, this mission's more than a little ridiculous. Drake needs subs right now. So if everyone could click the subscribe button on my YouTube... He doesn't need that kind of subscription. No, he doesn't need a subscription. He needs a submarine. That's what he needs. Can this medium tank reach? Yeah, it can. So gotta stay out of the rocket range. Maybe Jess will be able to do something. She can pretty much punch through all these guys with her strong vehicles, at least. But yeah, I had forgotten that the destroyer could attack from the port. So that's kind of unfortunate. I'll keep it there, though. As I said, I'm making a bit of a trap. Capture all this. I should be getting a decent amount of money at this point. I can load on the next turn if need be. Oh, but if I build a sub, the cruiser is going to attack it, so this could get a bit crazy. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. I was joining anyway, so I'll have it captured on the next turn regardless. Okay, so it looks like the lander has to come from this side instead. And I probably could have made a destroyer too. More infantry, I see. Oh, what do they think a cruiser is going to do to me? Really? Yeah, this is going to hurt Colin a little bit, I think. Still, I think I'd take this over sinking feeling. Maybe. Alright, enemy now has a sub. Yeah, I still don't think I want to get into rocket range straight away. So, yeah, maybe the map has changed a little bit. It seems to be the same as last time I played. But if it has changed, then maybe it's better for Jess to be the one to try and take out the HQ instead of the others. Well, we'll see how it goes. Right now, I really need Colin to fend these guys off. least I can spam artillery a little bit now. Alright, 14,000. First, Lander can move here. It'll pick up the 2 infantry on the next turn, and then I can land on the island. I need to get rid of the cruiser. And I also have the sub that I need to worry about, too. I can't even have the lander swing around the side here, because this is in the way. Well, whatever. The Dreadnought seems to just be going for the enemy units in the south, so I can take a couple hits from the cruiser if I have to. But this is probably gonna... More artillery and a rocket. Nice. Oh, right. Capturing infantry distract units. Okay. That's actually good. That could be good. Oh, it dived on the bridge, so it's actually technically blocking me. You know, if it gets into the right position, I could actually, like, trap it with a line of units. I could... it might go south past the bridge, and then just be stuck, because I won't let it go past. Do I artillery this unit or that unit? I really want to get in and hit the rocket, and I can't without doing this because of the position of the sub. Also, Jess tanks. Very, very powerful. So you can see the sub cannot go south unless a unit gets destroyed, and the cruiser can't come back north, but one of those units is probably going to get freed. I can capture this pretty safely. So I will double up on the tanks. And I guess try and capture something, because there's nothing going for that city, really. Alright, we have a Dreadnought. That's not good. What kind of a name is a Dreadnought? People definitely dread Dreadnoughts. So calling it a Dreadnought is a little bit... This is really poor joking from me. Oh, unfortunately, I base blocked because I was using the artillery to actually fire. I really needed to do that. These guys just have to get off my back, like, right now. Right, so bang, you're gone. Time to capture this thing. And the sub is definitely plenty far away. Now it's time to start making a move to try and block off the HQ's, the factory spawn points. A cruiser, just in case the sub decides to come along for the ride. Join for more money. Yeah, the lander has to come back for another infantry, so this is fine. I was gonna get this anyways. I really need to get rid of this cruiser. It's really annoying me. I don't have money for more units, so moving on. Lash is gonna get her super. Am I seeing this right? 2 subs and a battleship? 2 subs and a battleship? I can't deal with this. You know, at least they're gonna get away from the HQ, so what could happen is... I really need to know where that sub is going, by the way. That's not where it's going. Also, their ambush spawns... Go see anybody ranting about Fire Emblem to know what an ambush spawn is. Okay, as long as they get away from the HQ, I'm totally alright. Because the factory might be putting out an unfair amount of stupidly powerful units, but at least the... I need an APC now. At least the bases can't really do much. This is a stupid amount of defense. She's actually doubled the terrain stars, I think. I haven't fought Lash in a while, so this is, It's a little interesting. But seriously, that was just unfair. I think the factory units are part of what changed, because those are actually scripted. The same units will come out on every playthrough of the mission, but the AI will be randomized. So that's what can make it a little inconsistent. Let's get rid of this. Start capping. I think it's time to move off the bases so I can actually build things now. I know I'm spamming artillery with colon. I don't see what else to do here. And I swear, if it turns out that you have to actually prevent all 3 COs from losing, then I'm gonna be... I don't know if I can actually do this. I could block the battleship and stop it from... Well, it's in range of the HQ, so I actually don't want to pin it here, but I could do that if I wanted to. There are bigger things to worry about. I need a sub to deal with it now. And I can at least start capturing this for more money. And this sub was actually kind enough to stay afloat. It's not dived. So I can go ahead and do that. That gets rid of that problem. And I may actually be able to, like, surround the part of the factory where the units are coming out. So let's see. If it spawns, like, a destroyer or something, I'm going to be so mad. I can't see what it's doing right now. So until she moves something, I can't look up there. 3 infantry. Okay, fine. Good. That is totally okay. And she's base blocking herself, too. Sub is up there for some reason, because it probably wants to stay away from the cruiser. But I really need some more units, and probably big ones, too. Okay, I could turbocharge, but that wouldn't really be that big. I'll distract with that. That's just a distraction. And this, I don't think firing on the... Well, actually, I can do a lot of damage to the anti-air. Let's go here. This artillery can go here. Okay, now this sub is actually being kind of a pain. And there's more tanks, I think. I really need some fast-moving units. There's some enemies incoming, too. Okay, I'm at least fending off the enemy units. He can... Lash can capture that property. I really don't want it right now. Yeah, this is pretty much good. At least that cruiser is dealt with, and I can remove the battleship shortly as well. I could... Wow. Does Drake have, like, some kind of big movement bonus? He's got +1 move, I guess. And subs have +1 move in general, so let's just, as long as this sub is not in attack range. Yeah, okay. I swear, you had better not put a cruiser in the factory on this turn. I will be so mad. I need a new lander. Actually, I can block off one of the 3 points right now. So there you go. Drake will choke this point. That's what he'll do. And I can pin the lander here and cost Lash quite a bit of money in the process. Well, not that much. Landers are only 5,000 this time around. I'm going to take a tank and transport that. That's what I'm going to do. No need to turn on the rain quite yet. Terrain tactics, maybe? Well, the same quote 2 times. Oh, but there's a Neo-tank. I think the cruiser is not going to live. If I had moved 1 space closer, I wouldn't have been able to destroy the sub, but I would have blocked the Neotank, so I guess maybe the strongest units come from the center. Oh, look. I now have to deal with a Neotank. I'm going to... Oh, boy. Yeah, it just dawned on me that I kind of need to deal with a Neotank now, so I hope Jess's artillery are good enough. This is getting just a little bit nutsy. Oh, and a medium tank on top of that, too. Sure, okay. Left it on 1 health, how nice. I guess fired this up with the tank, sure. Well, I'm gonna get overdrive on the next turn, so I am at least happy for that. So if the Neotank ends up in the range of one of the artilleries, then I'm going to have quite a lot of damage to do. Yeah, Power of Money is ready. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to actually use it to the kind of power that you've seen it used. If I build up my cash, that might help, though, so I think I'm going to... Like, I'm intentionally base blocking so as to save up some money anyways. So keep all of that as is. And would it be nice if I could Tsunami. That is something I could do. And I do have 2 of the points blocked off now, because... Yeah, that helps. That helps a whole lot. If I drop now... You know, I'm gonna drop now, just to, like, stop her from potentially blowing up my little blockade. I can pick up these 2 infantry later. So get myself some destroyers. And I have more units coming in anyways. I love the Drake +1 movement on C units thing, because they actually do let you get away with a lot of stuff that you normally couldn't. Right, the factory has been blocked off. Okay, so... I guess as long as you do that, this mission is pretty okay. And now they're trying to free the factory. With a lot of, semi-unintentional base blocking in the process. Right, what do we do with Jess on this turn? Because I have overdrive, and I'm not sure if I want to use it. Is there a unit here? No. So I could... Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and use it. I mean, if I have the ability, I might as well, right? Look at this damage. It is, well, the damage on the other units was glorious, but this is also pretty good. Yeah, actually 20% against a medium tank is really, really nice. Yeah, just blow that thing up. And I can block the base on the next turn. I can trash all of these guys. To base block or not to base block? That's the question. Well, I base blocked myself. That's something. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of all of these guys. Okay, blow you up. And you too. Yeah, Colin's just sitting here kind of, like, shooting enemies away. Not exactly contributing a huge amount, because with that Dreadnought there, him advancing would be really, really difficult. There's also an enemy battleship now, but luckily Drake is able to go after it if he so chooses. Like, I could put it here. and potentially the battleship would just get ambushed in its attempt to stop me. And that cruiser is probably going to get shot by the battleship at this point, actually. But that is fine. Do this. And let's drop our units. Go and pick these two up. Time to start dropping things. So, tank here, I think. And I can put this here, too. Question is, who knows if they're going to be able to escape that area if the Neo-Tank decides to shoot at something. I'll just keep going with destroyers. Next turn, for sure, a Typhoon. Whew. Oh, it actually didn't fire anything. It wanted to get off the port. That's understandable. I don't know why I'm firing at that sub. It's not really doing a huge amount. Oh, the Neo-Tank is frozen by the enemy freeze glitch. I completely forgot. Okay, now I know what to do. And so is this recon, in fact. This is actually pretty good. Okay. I need to make new plans. Because now you see what I'm going to do, right? I completely forgot that glitch was going to be a thing. And I'm just shooting at the cruiser because why not? Hey, maybe I could use Power of Money to, like, destroy this dreadnought. Well, not with those numbers, I'd say. Oh, what are you doing bullying this infantry? You get out of there. Well, I would say that puts this map to bed, probably. There's not a huge amount. Okay, so abusing the enemy freeze glitch. Again, I completely did that by accident. As you can see, even though I wasn't consciously using it, it kind of still happened anyways. So... And, yeah, I'll just block this off too. I think I've pretty much won. Just in case. You just generate some water. That's a really weird way of putting it. I'm actually not sure what rain does to Lash in particular. Well, it would do the same thing as any other CO, I would imagine, but... Yeah, snow is kind of the weakness of Storm because his perfect movement doesn't work in snow, so I'm wondering if weather is Lash's weak point as well. Kinda, sorta. She doesn't need a weak point. She's still not the top tier CO everyone probably might imagine. But anyways, enough of that. Now I just have to hope nothing destroys my blockade, which is not going to happen, it seems. So, I've won. That was maybe a little bit more of a cheap victory than I wanted. So I'm going to talk about what I think of these latest two maps. I don't hate them, they're serviceable, but they are a bit lengthy. See, the thing is, when you have these maps with multiple COs playing, like 3 versus 1, it can be very lengthy, especially since Colin is really not contributing a whole lot. He's just keeping all of the units over here occupied. Drake and Jess managed to, they've contributed the most, of course. So maybe making this a map just between the two of them and not having Colin. I know you would have to adjust the level design, but I think that would help out, because it would keep the length down, and you wouldn't have a CO who's basically, like, dead weight, because all of the big units were basically coming down on Colin. He couldn't do a whole lot, besides keep them occupied, which maybe is important? I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, because I'm just saying whatever comes to mind. And in that previous map with the fog, you didn't really need Grit to be there. I mean, he just has better indirects, but if they were also yellow, then that would be one less turn you have to play, and... yeah, I don't know. Like, eventually the Grit units fall behind in that map. Well, we've captured Lash at last. Or do we? Wow, okay. A jet-powered parachute. Well, what are you waiting for? Like, get a missile and... they don't have carriers yet. Oh. Also, I just noticed an error with the map in particular. You see that little peninsula with a black city and the shoal next to it? The tile right beneath it is... there's a tiling error. That's what I'm trying to say. I would have pointed it out during the mission, but I didn't notice. Okay, so that's the end of that, and that concludes the second to last, not mission, video! That concludes the second to last video in this playthrough. So next time will be the last one, assuming it doesn't take like an hour to play through. But again, I want to say these previous two maps, they were perfectly playable. There was nothing like horrifically bad about them. I hope I'm not... I hope it doesn't seem like I'm coming down on the level design too hard. Because I do think I tend to do that sometimes. Yeah, I think that was that Drake's score or Jess's score? I think it was Jess's score. Yeah, I think I might have actually... well... oh, wait, I was thinking maybe I could make it to 9,999 points, but I don't think that would happen. Oh, so we actually have a post-mission cutscene. Interesting. So yeah, I'm not going to hit 9,999. I don't think you could do that on a single playthrough anyways. I think this save had a second playthrough already done. So there you go. Give me a break, Lash. Looks like they're figuring out the spaceship. Oh, what's this? I don't like where this is going. This seems like something we haven't seen yet. Oh, and this music actually persists on the map screen, which is nice. Unfortunately, that is where I have to stop for the time being. Next time is the final video of this playthrough and the last two missions of Advanced Wars Story, so stay tuned for that, everybody. I'm sure they'll be exhausting to play through. See you later.